Well, we told you we'd dine in hell. So I said I've been busy. I have been. And I decided, let me show you what's going on. And you'll get an idea. But anyway, this is the collection room is starting. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This is Robert. This is going to be my collection room. This has been coming for a long time. But I did kind of want to show you the challenges here. This used to be the boys' room when they lived with us. When they moved out, it kind of got to be a catch-all room, and this is the state it's in now, and I have to straighten it up. But I'm starting to do that now. But like, you know, as you can see, it's kind of a mess. This is my physical media. When Alexis was born and she got a little bit older, she started climbing up and taking DVDs down, so we moved all of it in here, and I'm probably going to end up moving this into my room because I can get my collection out. I did find my carded version of the pink Steel Brigade in a tote. I was wondering what happened to it. I was like, where the hell did that go? Anyway, there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of it is like, you know, furniture that can go into other rooms, but yeah, we kind of let this room get a little bit stacked up. So, you know, yeah, I mean, there's some, my Christmas trees over here. I need to get that out in the front hall, you know, but this has been coming for a long time. It's just, you know, barriers keep getting in the way, and that's true. I might, now, the room is kind of weird. The brothers decided they wanted a half and half room, so they painted it half red, half yellow. I don't know. Anyway, and the half goes there. And if you're wondering why I'm not going to a certain corner of the room, it's because there's a sign there with my address on it that's supposed to be in front of my house. It got knocked down. I need to put it back up. And I had forgotten about it, to be perfectly honest. This paint job, as you can see, is shit. The boys did it themselves. Yeah, you know, anyway. And in case you're wondering, this is the door to the room. This is what my back was to when I started. Alright, this is my big old closet that there were totes in here that I didn't know about. And I just cleaned it out. Just finished a few minutes ago. And this is where my collection's going to go. And here is, I brought in a couple of totes early, just because I needed the room, and you know, those are full of toys, mostly action figures. There's a couple of vehicles, and then back there are the games. And it's really sad, man, because these are all the games we used to play. We used to play a lot of games, and you know, that Star Wars Risk has never been taken out of the box, and I don't even remember buying that. But you know, there's everything from like Clue, Sorry. There's an old school Monopoly game that's a replica of the original, even has wooden pieces, which is really cool. There you can see Battleship and Guess Who and Sorry. And it was, yeah, I was really sad when the kids became teenagers. We could quit playing these games, but I didn't want to get rid of them. So now I'm kind of sitting here going, okay, what do I keep? What do I get rid of? I'm obviously going to keep that Monopoly game. I'm obviously going to keep I think I'm going to keep Risk in the Star Wars Risk. I don't know past that. Really don't. But I'll figure it out. It'll be okay. But I'm about to move these into the closet and go through these games and decide what I'm doing with the games. But anyway, there's a better look at my physical me. That's some inbox figures. That's where I found that. And of course, well, Sean was here and then Daniel was the last to be here, and he just kind of left things up, you know. I'm gonna take it down. If he wants it back, that's fine. I don't really know. You know, I was really confused when he left all this stuff here anyway, but you know, yeah, that's him. He's left some of his toys here too. I need to find out if he wants that back or not. I really don't know. But yeah, over there some PS2 games. Let me zoom in. can see. Yeah. And I do have a working PS2 and a PS3 and a PS4. I know you can do emulators, but I do kind of like physical media. Anyway, but a lot to do. I'm going to start bringing the collection in. I think I said that. And then start putting it in that closet. And then when I get that in the closet, the physical media comes out. Then I can start dealing with this. This is a mystery machine for my daughter. I'm going to find a place in the closet for it because you can flatten it out. But you can also undo it and it becomes 3D and she loves it. And she has a gay old time with it. But I'm gonna find a place for that in her closet and then put it there for when she's not using it. She hasn't used it in a while, but we just keep it in here and then we bring it out once in a while and she just has a gay old time with it. Because I like saying gay old time. That's somebody's money tree because I had like over $200 on it. What's graduation? So yeah. We'll just leave it. I mean, they took the money. Anyhow, a lot to do, a whole lot to do, and well, we'll see. I'm gonna be bringing in parts of this. I'm gonna bring progress in as it goes and let you guys see what happens. But till next time, we'll see you. Okay, so I've got all this in here. This is probably half of my collection, maybe it might be 2/3, it depends. Not everything's in totes, but this is all Joe stuff right here. All these are Joe. That's my flag in storage. These right here are all 1/18 scale figures. And, I put a few things up there. I fully plan to put the color version of that one on a shelf. Something like this, exactly like this, and then it's going to open it up, have the colored version up front, and then that in the back, and the black and white in the background. Anyway, did want to show you that. I don't think I said it, this furniture in here. This got ruined by my cat, several cats. The problem is there's stuff in here that is like my grandmother's that I want to keep, and I need to find a place for it. So that's why I've not gotten rid of this. A similar problem with the thing over here. But I was going to show you, I went through the games too. Boy, the light in here is bad. Oh, there's a light bulb out, no wonder. I kept Star Wars Risk, Monopoly, Life. That classic Monopoly, that's so cool. I just like that as a piece. Payday, Clue, Chutes and Ladders. My little girl one day will play that game. Sorry, Battleship. The Avengers version of Trouble, which is kind of fun. Trivial Pursuit Master Edition. And Hi-Ho Cheerio, again, for my little girl. And seeing this was at the window, which makes me realize, oh, it kind of faded. So I need to shut that blind. But, as you can see over here, there's like Pet Edition Clue Harry Potter. Yeah, I'm gonna probably sell these off, I think. I'm not committed to that. I know there was a run there where it was like, all these card games, which was like, it's weird because you play it like a few times and then it's like, okay, what new is there? And there was this really nice chest. There's a backgammon board inside of this. I gave this to my stepsons, and I'm gonna just guess that neither one of them want it. I don't know. I'll contact one of them and see. Jumanji sucked. Card Scramble, Christmas Story sucked. I don't think we ever even played this. It's yeah, so that gives you an idea of the games I'm keeping. Now I need to figure out where they go, of course, and like that's the problem with everything. It's like, where does it fucking go? But like I said, now I didn't mention it, but this wall over here is The other side of that wall is my daughter's room. So if I ever start live streaming again, you'll probably hear her. Oh, and there's my Darth Vader, what is it? When you trick or treat. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm brain dead right now. And Chad is on, and it looks like an interesting show. And there's a roll of toilet paper, and there was a couple of rolls of toilet paper in here. The story is funny on this. After COVID, my stepson Daniel, he got really uptight about not having TP. Because there were a couple of moments, it looked like it was bad, and it was like, what are we going to do when it's gone? It's like, well, I'll have to do something else. And so he would hide rolls of toilet paper in here, and if you find them once in a while, and you just put them up, and like, yeah. But anyway, excuse me. There's a lot of dust in here. Not sure how that happened, but anyway, I'll need to dust a little bit too. But the main reason I want to do this with the games is this stereo. Antique stereo is the very first piece of furniture my parents bought together. And I was gonna see if it would fit the flag, and it's a little too short. I don't know what I'll do about that. I definitely don't want to get rid of this. It is a piece of furniture that is a little dangerous to my little one. And by the way, I know that's a cat. Litter box scooper, because the litter boxes are right outside the door here. But this was my dad's desk when he was a youngster. Sure. So I'm going to keep that in here too. Now, how everything's going to fit together is questionable. Those are spare chairs for a dining room table. Again, I don't know where that's going to go, but I have space to move around. The important thing was getting that collection in there, because that frees me up in my bedroom to do things I need to do in there and then come back to this. And boy, the spot they were in, I mean, they've been sitting there for years, because whenever my wife moved in, at first it was my stepdaughter Jensen took the room, which is that room over there. And yeah, so she took it, and then she moved into the room across the hall here, which is right behind this wall of this closet. And then so that became my daughter's room. So my office, ever since she took my office, this has been in my bedroom, taking up too much damn space. Seriously. I mean, and I've been chomping at the bit for 7 years now to take this room back and turn it into my collection room. I see some cobwebs in here I'm gonna have to deal with, and I will, but more later. Okay, here we are once again with some better light. Not great, I'm not happy with it. And I moved the sign that had my address on it so that I'm not doxing myself. Say hi to the Grinch. There's my Christmas tree. Half of it anyway. Don't know how that ended up in here. That was weird. There's a bag of Alexis's clothes that I need to go through. I think that she can't fit in them anymore, so we'll try to get them out. But anyway, show you my progress today. Today I brought in a bunch more totes. Ooh, we're packed to the brim. Not quite. This is my first stuff I'm gonna sell totes. I've got 4 of them stacked up in front of the closet. I've brought in some boxes that I'm gonna keep. My haul for my gray Vanguard. I brought my brown Vanguard in here because I just kind of found a place for it, and I just said, let me bring it in here. And there's Dusty Darth Vader. He was in a corner. I had forgot about him. I mean, not forgotten about him, but I forgot that he was in that corner. And when I pulled the totes out from in front of him, I went, ooh, you gotta go too. And, a box full of stuff. I mean, I relatively know most of what's in here. I did find a tote down there that was like, I know there's other figures, and that was the tote. And it was just in a different place. Like, you know, those two, that top one is my Avengers, this one underneath is my Defenders, and bad guys, and, you know, these are all 1/18th, I know that. This one, I think is my X-Men. This one is, got a lot of Motu. Those are almost all exclusively Joe, and I have 4 more just like that with Joe. But anyway, yeah. People thought I had a tiny collection. I just couldn't show it off, man. Anywho, next step is to clear out all the furniture in here. I probably should have cleared those out yesterday, and you know, that's my dad. I said that's my dad's, and almost every one of those stains is his coffee. He did that upholstery. It's old. I mean, you know, that's what it is. What it is. Toilet paper's still up there because I have plenty. You know, that's a little stroller somebody was generous and gifted us when Alexis was not a. She was no longer a baby, but she wasn't a toddler. She had a weird in between time of that, and it was a kind of, and I want to give that to somebody who needs it, because that served us well when we had it. And you know, stuff like that. That's my Halloween decorations right there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those games. I mean, I know I'm gonna get rid of them. I may sell them. I don't know. I may give them away. I don't know. And you know, the plan is, I'm gonna get rid of that heater because it's, you know, we had when the house was built, it was built with electric heat. We now have central air, so that wall and this wall are gonna be lined with shelves all the way up too. Now I can show you this here. Well, here where the door opens, there's actually something on the floor. Sorry, but you get the idea. And then, you know, enough to open the door. Here's the question mark. Are these going to be mounted? Oh, this teenager with anger issues, and I made him fix it, and he did a shit job. But, you know, that's what happens. But anyway, that's the question is, am I going to mount them, or am I going to just buy bookshelves? That's after I paint this room. This room is atrocious. I mean, this is just awful. I don't like this ketchup and mustard anyway, but Jesus Christ, dude. Did alright on this wall at least. But this wall? Yeah. I mean, come on. I haven't decided what color. I'm thinking light blue or light gray. Probably gonna go for blue. Don't want to go for white like in the closet. White works for the closet. Although it does reflect light well. And this side is just awful too. I mean, it's like, but I told them they could paint them whatever color they wanted, and the two of them compromised, and it's ugly. Damn ugly. I never liked it. Plus they kept wasting paint trying to overtake each other. Because, you know, one wanted more than the other. Anywho. This is a chore. It's going to take me a long time. But, you know, the big barrier was my daughter across the hall. She has gone off to college, supposedly. And now I can move some of this into there. Take care of it. Move it along. But it is a lot to work on. But anyway, I probably will not show you anything else until I make another big leap. Really the big job was this. Getting this all the way down the hall so I can have elbow room. This closet will ultimately be where my long boxes go for my comics. They're currently in my bedroom closet. And boy, they take up room and it's annoying. So I'll have that to look forward to. Can't really think of much else to say besides, you know, it's moving along. How much of my collection is this? I don't know. I haven't got the slightest clue. But you know. Also, these are mostly vehicles. There's a couple of figures in here, but mostly vehicles from 1/18 scale. Some vintage, some early 2010s, but you know, once I get all the parts, I'll throw them up somewhere, Macari, eBay, something like that, and just move them along. It's mostly Clone Wars type stuff. What's the saying? Doesn't give you joy? Get rid of it. Nah. I liked it at the time, but you know, it doesn't give me joy anymore. I wasn't, you know, anyway. So yeah, that's where we are in this stage. One more thing about the shelving. I'm thinking I need to have shelves towards the bottom that will accommodate like the G.I. Joe headquarters. I really want to have that out. You know, and then I'm not sure if the flag will go on this wall or if I'll try to fit it in the middle. I need to get the dimensions of this room too. Alright, that's enough of that. You guys get the idea of what's ahead of me. It's a lot. Excuse me, dust in the room. And yeah, but I can do it. I'm a perfectly capable man. So, I guess a big important question is, what happens here with the stuff I got displayed out in my office? It's a very good question. And I don't have a good answer. I believe it's all going to go down the hall. Because this is where I work. And while I keep this stuff here for more whimsy than anything, or amusement, I still think I want down the hall to be my refuge. My place away from work. So that's the plan I have for that. But we'll see.